Hello, welcome to another Pop Science. This week we are doing an experiment called What Do Sugary Drinks Do to Your Teeth? Presented by Professor Raquel and my trusty assistant,
Professor Anne.
So a few health and safety tips which my assistant will explain first.
Right guys, obviously the most important bit this is, make sure that you have adult supervision at all times. Also make sure that any spills you mop up straight away. We don't want any accidents or anybody ending up in A&E. We're going to use some liquids as well, so make sure you've got protective clothing because some of these could stain, so make sure you've got protective clothing in or something you can wipe down like an apron or something. Make sure that you leave everything in a safe place so that you're not going to knock them over, and especially if you are using glasses, please make sure that you have an adult with you. Don't leave them anywhere that can be knocked over or that you can smash them or anything. And the most important bit is have lots and lots of fun.
Yeah. So with this experiment, it says to leave it for 24 hours, or you can do it up to 7 days. It's your choice. We're going to be leaving it a couple of days. So what you're going to need for it is 5 raw eggs, or you can do them boiled. It's your choice. 4 cups. You can either use plastic cups or I'm using glass. So it doesn't really matter, but you can use paper cups to make it safer. Masking tape, and this is to mark what liquid you're putting in each one. So you're going to need water, a dark coloured fruit juice. We've got orange juice. A dark coloured flavoured pop, so we're using cherry cola. Some lime juice. And also we're going to be using vinegar as well within this experiment. So Anne's going to demonstrate. So I'm going to mark on each glass what it is. So just be aware to keep them in a safe space, and this might have some strong odours in the room, especially with vinegar and lemon juice. So our first step is, it's super easy this. So I'm going to label the cups first. So on our first one, we are putting
Vinegar.
Yeah. But while I do it, Anne, if you put the eggs in.
All right, we'll do that.
So you might need to tilt it to one side. And then we're going to need a darkish drink. So I'll put Coke. Coke C, as in cherry. Yep. So easiest way, yep. And then slowly, so it don't break. Our next one is orange juice. So I'll just put orange. Our next one is lime juice. And our last one is, I'm going to use water. We aren't going to use oil today. Yep. So once you've done that, what we're going to do within each one, is add the specific ingredient. So if Anne does some and I'll do some. So I'm adding the cherry flavoured Coke.
I'm doing the vinegar.
You don't need to completely fill it. Anne's got the worst one.
Yeah, I've got a smelly one, me.
Yes.
Is that enough for a bit more?
So just cover it in that. So just so you're covering it, Anne.
Make it better on your fish and chips, this, I think.
I'm also going to add to one our lime juice. When I get the lid off.
There we go. Lovely and smelly, that one.
So So it's just making sure each one is coated.
Superhero wondering tops there. Orange juice, this one.
And then the last one which I'm going to do is water.
A bit more in that one so it's covering it. There you go. Yeah. All your eggs in one basket. Or the glasses.
So here's a question. So pause your video in a second once I've finished. Is what do you think will happen to each of these eggs over the next 24 hours? So we'll finish this video in a second. What do you think will happen to them? What will happen inside? Will they boil? Will they change colour? Will they be the same? So we'll be back in 24 hours. Bye.
See you later, alligator. Bye. Hi guys, well welcome back. So here we are again. Hope you've had your eggs cooking or not cooking overnight in the different liquids that we set. So now is the time to see how putting them in different liquids has affected the eggs. So what I'm going to do is we're now going to take the eggs out of the liquid, have a look. So I don't know if you wrote down or want to write down kind of what you think's happened to each one. You might have done that when you put them in last night. Now is the moment of truth. So on your marks, get set. Let's have a go.
Yeah. So yes, we're going to start off with a nice simple one. Just a word of caution that some of these, because we haven't really done this experiment yet, is keep a bowl or something else handy because of spills, trips,
yeah,
or getting egg all over the place. So our first one, which we've done for the last 24 hours, so it's been soaking in water. Do you think it will have an impact on the egg at all? So we shall have a quick look now. So using our hands, tip the liquid out, put the glass to one side, or plastic cup or paper cup, which is safer, and let's see what happens. As you can see, no discolouring of the eggshell whatsoever, and inside there's absolutely no effect at all. So I'm going to pass you over for the next one.
Right, so here in this one we have, sure everybody likes a glass of Coke now and then, hopefully not too much. So let's see what effect it has on this egg then. So carefully pour it out. Oh, so if you have a look,
yeah,
let's have a look.
Yeah.
So there's a little bit of discoloration there. Some of it's wiping off, but it is a little bit browner. So let's have a look inside.
Oh, nothing.
No, that's a really nice, lovely cracked egg. So just a little bit of discoloration to the shell, nothing at all on the egg. So just pop your shell back in the glass and then we'll get on to number 3.
So, number 3. What I'm going to do with this one, so the next ones, we've soaked this in night in vinegar. So, next step is, let's empty it out. And as you can see on the surface, so let me fetch it in a bit closer, it is slimy, and actually it feels like an egg, so the shell has turned really soft.
Okay.
Do you want to feel that? That is weird.
I'll have a quick feel. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yuck. Yucky.
Yeah. Oh, Sally wants it.
It's like a rubber ball.
Yeah.
It's like a rubber ball.
So as you can see with the surface, as you touch it, it has turned basically into a boiled egg. I'm going to try to peel off what should be the shell to see what's inside. And there you have it. That is the shell, and that's why I say that let's use a boil for if there's. And there you have it.
You okay?
So I'm going to pass you to the next one. I'm just going to quickly wash my hands.
You might want the windows open on that one, guys, because it does smell like you've had fish and chips now with lots of vinegar on. So this one now is just lime juice. So let's have a look. Ugh. Well, I would say that it looks as if it's got, what does that look like? Salt? Looks like it's got lots of salt stuck on, or lots of tiny kind of crystals, similar to like you get in caves when you go into a cave and you see stalactites and stalagmites. It's kind of similar to that. It's not rubbing off at all, so it's well and truly stuck on. So let's have a look inside and see. So it hasn't really had an effect on the egg inside, but it just looks really rough and yucky. And if you rub it, it does come off a little bit. Well, there you go. So, right, over to you, last but not least.
Last but not least, so we shall see. So, this last one has been soaked for 24 hours in orange juice. So let me just empty it first, and I'm going to keep it close to the bowl this time. And as you can see on it, there's slight, like sliminess on the surface. As you can see, I'm just peeling the surface off just by touching it.
Peeling the surface off.
And inside, so I'll just crack it, because it is slightly rough as well. It probably hasn't affected inside yet. So yeah, so it's not affected the inside at all. But as a further experiment, you could do this same one over a longer period, so over 7 days, but also you could do extra with a boiled egg, because you get some very different results, especially the longer you leave it. So I'm going to pass you over to my assistant, Anne, for the first part of the explanation into each one.
Right, guys, well, we hope you all had lots of fun with that. So, the hard shell of an egg protects the soft parts inside, just like the hard enamel of your teeth protects the soft and tender pulp of the inside. Both eggshells and teeth are made of calcium, which is a hard white substance that also makes up our bones. Sugar and acids are very harmful to teeth. Acids usually dissolve the enamel, giving bacteria an inroad to beginning decaying it, and sugar promotes decay in the cavities. Of course, the water egg was the best after 24 hours, but take a look at the other eggs. There was definitely a yucky looking egg. There was some that had got like a hard coating on. There was some that was fairly easily to wipe off with just the fingers. Unfortunately, the slime made the egg very slippery and rubbery. So it was really a lot of different effects on a lot of different eggs with a lot of different liquids. So the general dentistry found that pop is actually 10 times more harmful in the minutes after drinking than fruit juice. Although fruit juice does have a very detrimental effect on your teeth as well, because it has lots of sugar in. Our experiments showed that the discoloration from the juice was a lot worse and longer lasting, but it is not likely to cause actual decay as quickly as the pop would. So that part of the experiment was a little confusing. The bottom line is that the sugar, colour and acids in our drinks harm our teeth, and those effects are exacerbated by poor brushing habits. So you need to be really, really careful when you're brushing your teeth, 2 minutes, twice a day, with some really, really good toothpaste in there. So now pass it on to Professor number 2, Raquel.
Yes. So there's an extended part to this experiment. So you, as I've already said, you can try this experiment. Let me just adjust the camera slightly upwards because I'm taller than I'm. So you could extend the experiment using boiled eggs, and you can leave it for a lot longer. But on this example, there is another part of it, how to extend the experiment and doing it. So take this experiment and take a further step by brushing the eggs with toothbrush and then toothpaste, and then the toothbrush to see how much of the stain can be removed from the egg and how much is left. It takes a lot longer than you think to clear away the stain, and you will probably find that a lot of the stain is permanent. So that's that for that experiment. So, and we will be doing many more over the coming weeks. Bye.